Messi open us.
Now you want to work out when you get that?
I know, right?
You know damn well.
I'm done.
And then everybody always got a damn camera.
After 10 years. And this happens.
I ain't gonna record you because that's like I just proposed to my girl.
10 years.
We've been together for 10 years.
You still there?
And she just sitting here just looking
Exactly.
at me. You just sitting here looking at me.
That part was kind of funny.
Yeah. But you said after 10 years, like you didn't care. Like if you did, really did all that.
Crystal,
You said still said after 10
you
years.
said
So
you
what's
would
the
be
point?
married. I went out and bought this ring.
5 years ago. I don't want that shit. Now take you another 5 years to fuck me. No.
So why you still around?
Look, 10
She
years
cheated on him. She got nothing.
that tells me if I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
It don't take you 10 years.
She got somebody else, bro.
People true colors don't be coming out. I gotta see your true colors. It do take people 10 years. Everybody
No,
got
it
the same.
don't.
I don't get it.
But she got somebody else.
So
You probably too.
So
Right. Y'all niggas playing.
you trying to break up with me because I got you a ring 10 years later?
If you're wondering why you haven't been getting notified for our live shows, please follow these steps. Click on the notification bell first, and then go on your phone and make sure you get all notifications from YouTube. That is the key. See you later. We will begin shortly.
Compliments my fly, and when it goes down, I know she gon' ride. I finally got somebody I can call mine.
Music licensing reimagined.
I got a girl that compliments my fly, and when it goes down, I know she gon' ride. I finally got somebody I can call mine. My one time for the one time. Love the one.
What's up, everybody? Hope you guys hear me. I appreciate it. My wife will be coming soon. So thank you guys for waiting so patiently for everything. We kind of getting things situated right now. So appreciate everybody for being here. Like I said, we got a great show for you guys today. Like always, man, it's gonna be fun, entertaining. Please drop your comments, man. That keeps me going. I love to laugh. I love to have a good time, man. So appreciate everybody for being here already. So my wife be like I said earlier, my wife be coming soon. So see what's up with everybody. Hey, what's up, brother Eugene? What's going on? And hey, what's going on, brother? This is a new face, man. I don't think I ever seen you come here, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. But how you guys' days been going, man? Well, I should say day. It's been a hectic day for us, man. So we trying to, get things in order and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and get these videos and stuff like that together. All right, cool. So let's see. All right, no, that's not it. That's not it. So, man, honestly, man, so with this money conversation, I think we need to kind of try to figure this out, man, and flush this out. And me and my wife been talking about a lot of these different conversations that they be having on YouTube and things like that. And the crazy thing about it, man, me and my wife lived through this situation, so we kind of can give a better take on it. So because people don't understand what's really going on, and they trying to basically put us against each other rather than us trying to come together, right? So if we just stop with all the BS and stop with the bullshit, we can kind of make a better life for our families and for the new generations, right? Because we got to figure this shit out, because we got to be able to give it to the Gen Z generation so they can take it and say, okay, all right, that makes sense. Or they can kind of have some pushback on it, but at least we had our idea of what works, right? So now we just we got people on this side, we got people on this side, and a lot of people like say we're not a monolith and all that BS, right? But fuck all that. We need to come to an agreement on this topic because this is important, right? We got to ask a few questions like, hey, how much money is a man need to make for him to be a provider? Right. And you can't say 6 figures because most people don't make 6 figures. So that can't be an answer. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be realistic in what we are asking for, right? You know what I'm saying? So just like how if a man say, "Hey, I want a virgin" or something like that, you're gonna tell him, "Hey, but you got to be realistic in the time that we're in," right? So we have to, you know what I mean, figure this out and flush this out and stuff like that. So, yep, yeah, man. So here you go, hold on. But yeah, so that's what we got to kind of got to do. So please be patient, right? We trying to figure out some stuff with the kids, but yeah, we good though. All right, so that's number one. Hey, how much money does that man need to make? And number two is, hey, do you actually want to be at work? Right? Hey, can you sacrifice? Do you want to stop going on as many trips? Do you want to stop doing all this having this lavish life or spending or trying to live in luxury? You know what I mean? That's another question that we're gonna have to answer. And then another one, hey, how many kids you want to have? You know, do you want to work after you have kids? You know, so it's a lot of different things that we're going to kind of touch bases on. And the great thing about these shows, we are able to kind of go back and forth, and we actually can see, you know, what I mean, inconsistencies in people's arguments, and it's mostly coming from emotional, or is it coming from a logical, right? So on both sides, there can be some logic to it, but both sides can be some emotion. So we're going to kind of flush it out, and then we're going to show our perspective in this debate per se. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, it's gonna be a great show, guys. So we just get some stuff in order. Hey, what's up, Blaze, man? Appreciate for being here, brother, man. Always a great insight. My man Blue Exodus, what's going on, brother? What's up, man? Hey, you been having me weak on Instagram, bro. All right, what's up, D? D always showing love, stopping by too as well, man. So appreciate you guys, man, always for being here, man. So yeah, so just like I said, like this is gonna be a great topic. That's just a few questions that we're gonna kind of try to flush out, and maybe we can take this to the industry or the manosphere or whatever platforms that people are talking about, and then we can kind of, you know what I mean, we can have a better conversation when it comes to this, because you just can't say men need to make more money and then don't tell men how much money they need to make. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just like me saying, "Hey, I want you to lose weight," and then you say, "Hey, how much weight you want me to lose?" And then I'm like, "I want you to lose weight." That's not answering the damn question. You know, so we gotta kind of give a realistic too. I can't tell you, "Hey, I want you to lose 100 pounds," and you 150. So I want you to be 50 pounds. No, that sounds stupid. You know what I'm saying? So we you know what I'm saying, we got to be able to have a honest conversation. So yeah, man, and the Lucky screen was fantastic. Yeah, man. Yes, and it gave us some good insight on how people are thinking about. Yeah, and then now we can come to the table and show you guys kind of how what we did in our life, and also too with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can give y'all perspective too, and we can kind of flush it out too as well. So yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy. But
what's up, you guys? Thanks for being here. You can continue to talk.
But yeah, is this the video you want me to play right here? No. Okay. All right, cool. So we
wait. This?
Yeah.
I don't know what you picked, so
that was the one right here. Yeah, we trying to figure it out. My bad, y'all.
This one right here, the main?
Yeah. So you want me to play that one first?
Not right now.
Okay. All right, cool. But yeah, man. So yeah, Shout out to Lucky, man. Lucky been doing a great job over there too as well. I'm bringing in a lot of great conversations, and Lucky man be having me weak too as well. She just, but these type of conversations need to be had. So us, you know what I mean, going through this, and because a lot of people don't know. I don't know if we probably told on the video a while ago. Like my wife was a stay-at-home for a period of time, and at that period of time, she was able to get her degrees and get stuff established. So now, when she was able to work or will be able to work, she can make a decent income. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of little different things that we can go into, and that we're about to go into, that it's gonna be great for this topic. So
yeah. So let's get into this first. Well, let me see. This is about salaries.
Okay.
Tax brackets. You want to do this or now or later?
Oh man, well, we can do it afterwards.
Okay.
You know, you think that that should be good? Because,
all right, so let's start the show.
Yeah, let's get it, man. So I want to get into this.
And I'm not paying no bills in this house.
Hold on. All right. So So this is Major General versus Fantasy Island Girl, man. So and honestly, man, you know what I mean, my wife love Fantasy Island Girl. She you know what I'm saying, she be always talking about how like she's cool and shit like that. So it's no diss to her or Major General. You know
nobody
what I mean? So,
on this panel.
yeah, man. So don't be starting no mess and shit.
They already know.
Yeah. All right, here we go. All right, let's get it.
House, my money comes in. A couple of years of me investing my income, into a business, into something. Us investing, it's more about, is this man financially responsible? It's more about, is like he financially secure? As long as he's not in destitute, living check to check, then we can make this. It's not always about this 100K, because guess what? As a six-figure earner, you're gonna get taxed. If anybody's a six-figure earner, y'all understand that even if we making 100K, we're not making 100K after taxes.
All right. So first glance, what did you grab from this?
You answer.
Okay. All right. So I go. She wasn't paying attention. but honestly, I think she's 100% accurate right now. So this is from a man's perspective, when what she's saying is this is what we prefer our woman to do. We want our woman to be willing to build with us, right? Because most people in this country don't have the means to be rich, don't have the means to give you the lifestyle that we would want, right? If we have a woman, we prefer our woman to take care of her. Most men would, right? But we understand in this economy, in this society, that hey, that's not optimal. You know what I'm saying? Like only people we really know that's doing that like that is people in the military or people, you know what I'm saying, that's not getting heavily taxed. You know what I'm saying? Like you said.
I'm gonna pull up that the chart. I have a chart for it.
Yeah, so I'm in the military, right? So I don't get as taxed as much as my wife do when she works. You know what I mean? So I can be I can make more money than the six-figure earners. You know what I'm saying? Like the low six-figure earners. Because I'm not getting heavily taxed, because the take home is going to be a lot differently than a person that's just making six figures. You know what I mean? So just to give some perspective to it. So she does have a valid point here, right? And we have to do a better job at when somebody gives a valid point, say, hey, your point is valid. I get what you're saying, right? Rather than just going to the point part that we disagree.
But they're not thinking that it's a valid point. That's why.
Yeah, but
I have a chart here. You want to play?
Yeah. All right, let's see it.
All right, let's see. So right here it shows can you see that? 2023
tax rate. We in 24, baby. Damn.
I have 24. I'm trying to give you the comparison.
No,
change.
I'm messing with you. Go ahead. I was just talking shit. But yeah, so for 10%, 10% is from 11,000. God damn. And 22,000 if you file jointly, and 22 to 89,000 you getting taxed 12% on married filing jointly, and 11 to 44,000. So you guys can read it, right? So
it jumps. So like if you're making close to six figures, that says 95, you're at 24%.
Mm-hmm.
And then underneath that is 44,000 annual. Starting is 22. So it's just 2% lower. And at 44,000 annually.
And what it looks like, honestly, it pays to be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So if you got two earners and y'all are not making over 190,000 a year, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna under that, y'all gonna be at 22% rate. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends how and then you have more income coming in. You know what I'm saying?
So 2024 it went up some. So in 2023, at the 32% rate, it's at 180,000.
Okay.
And they jumped to 191.
And that's for probably because of inflation, right? Because every year they're going to continue to raise and stuff like that, right? So and this
even that.
Right, yeah.
and this is the things that she's talking about and stuff like that, right? So we're gonna start over. What's up, D? He said, I'm in the military. I'm a military brat, so I know about them tax rates. Shout out to them. Yeah, man. That shit is important, man. A lot of people don't really think about that as much. She said she makes a solid point. Women say they want a man who makes 100K or more per year, but that's not the same number Uncle Sam is going to get a slice of pie. Exactly. You know what I mean? And that's the stuff we need to talk about and stuff. All right, so let's get it.
It's been, and I'm not paying no bills in this house. My money comes in. A couple of years of me investing my income, into a business, into something. us investing. It's more about, is this man financially responsible? It's more about, is like he financially secure? As long as he's not in destitute, living check to check, then we can make this. It's not always about this 100K, because guess what? As a 6-figure earner, you're gonna get taxed. If anybody's a 6-figure earner, y'all understand that even if we making 100K, we're not making 100K after taxes.
And this is the thing, like, before you get in a relationship, you got to understand the logic part of it. Like, for example, he'd been in the military. So when I got with him, he wasn't at this certain tax bracket. Mm-hmm. But I didn't look at, is he at this tax bracket for me to have a nice life with him, or for me to have kids with him, for me to get married with him. It wasn't about that. It was about logical. Can we have a good life with his income, right? Because I wasn't working. I'm not working right now at that time. So it's kind of like, can you pay bills? Yeah. Does it have to be at that big ass house type of bill? No, we're starting off. Can you pay bills? Can you take care of yourself, me, at this time? That's all I looked at. If you can't do that, then that means I would have to go and work and all of these things. But if I have these goals and you have these goals, can we make it happen? Yep. You don't have to make 6 figures for it to happen. You could make 45,000, 50,000 for it to happen. You just got to be on a budget. Does that mean that you have to go out every single weekend? No. Remember Redbox? Dollar movies? It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing.
And this is another point. How old were you when we talking, right?
I was 22.
So this is another point of starting young, because she's not talking like a 30-year-old or a 35-year-old that has all this experience.
Right. Like, if it was, so for example, if it was me, right, at 32, 10 years later, I'm 32 right now, by the way, you guys. If I'm 32 and I'm trying to get married and meet a guy, my standards are going to definitely be high, because I'm already making my money. Yeah. I'm already at this bracket. I don't want to be the provider. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So it will be different. But when you are young and you are starting off, you don't need all that stuff. And plus, that doesn't determine the type of man, if he's good or not. That's another thing. That's another topic, but it's another thing. That doesn't mean that the man that you choose, because he makes less than you, that he's less than. And this is where women are getting it confused. Just because he makes 20,000 less than you does not mean that he is not good for you. Mm-hmm. If you're trying to help him elevate his money, doesn't mean that he's not. He could be trying to elevate his money. You just got it faster than him. It doesn't mean that his goals are not aligning with yours. It just means that sometimes it takes a little bit longer. So you have to give men that benefit to get to where they want to be. It's not all about you all the time. And if you start off being selfish with this man, you don't need him. You don't need a relationship.
Yeah. Right. So let's get it.
And they're not making 40K after taxes. They're getting taxed just about that part.
All right. So she said, hey, people at making 100,000 K is not making the 100,000 because they're getting taxed. And then she rebutted and said, hey, the people that's making 40,000 is not making the 40,000, which is a valid point, right? But when we pulled up the chart, right? When we pulled up the chart at 2024, a person that's making 40,000 is only getting taxed 12%. But a person that's making over 100,000, what she's saying, is getting taxed at 22%,
which is 2% less, right? So it's
almost double.
It's 24% at 100K.
Yeah,
so 22%.
Yeah, so it's almost getting double taxed because you make more money. So it's not going to hurt as much as a person that's making 40K because he's not getting his taxed as much. You know what I'm saying? But I promise you, if people that actually make 6 figures will tell y'all how fucking pissed they see when they see their check, because they like, yeah, we gonna make this money, and then once they get that fucking 24% fucking tax, man, they like, god damn, I could have been doing better making less.
Almost cried. I promise you, y'all. Almost fucking cried.
I'm telling you, that shit is serious, man. So yes, they're getting taxed too, but it's not as much, right? So this is the context that need to be added to that conversation.
Right.
Really heavily. They can't afford.
No. This is what I'm saying. For people who make 40K do not get taxed at the same tax bracket as people who make over 100K.
You see? So now this is the point to say you're right.
She doesn't think she's right, so she's not going to say that.
But that's a valid point, though. Or you would say, hey, let me look this up. You know what I'm saying?
She would say, let me look it up.
Yeah.
And then you could say, okay, that's true. but she don't believe this right, and she's not looking it up. That's the problem.
Exactly. Hey, what's up, B-Law? He said, I have free time. Well, good to see you two making progress. Hey, appreciate that, bro.
Hey, B-Law.
Hey, what's going on? He said 60K in Mississippi feels like 100.
I got
facts.
So I'm gonna show that too.
I'm from the South, so
this shows all that.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, what's going on?
Hey,
Just Rules. What's going on? Hey, this is a strong brother right here, man. He's been there since day one almost, man.
Yes.
So appreciate with just me and my wife being here. I mean, with my wife by herself. So
right.
Appreciated it, man. So all right, but all right, let's see how the response go.
They don't get taxed for the same tax bracket, but did you?
But this is what I'm saying. They get refunds in this country. I'm as a woman in this country, as a black woman, I am a top 11% earner in this country. I get taxed out the ass. People who make 40K are not getting taxed out the ass. But the point is, every time, no.
And as we seen, it's a almost a double. They can double the tax rate of a person that's making less money.
So
than
wait,
them
my
like
thing
that,
is,
so
I hate. Hey, what's up, Trey? I hate that she's saying yes, they are. Obviously, she don't make six figures to believe the lie. Like, you have to know the difference. You making a certain amount of money at one point in your life, and then when you start to elevate and you're at the six-figure mark, you will see the big difference.
Yeah. No, I think Fantasy Girl does make six.
So how is she saying that at 40,000 a year is the same? Because it's not the same.
But she probably been making it for a while, so she probably forgot. You know how some people are.
Forgetting, okay, that's what I'm saying. That's an assumption, but I'm just saying that to me, she can be, well, we could say she makes six figures, but listening to her, I wouldn't think so. Or maybe she doesn't know anyone that makes that much close to her to see their check, and you could see how much is being taken out.
Yeah.
Like that part is what I'm talking about. Like, it's a big, it's
just huge, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So, and she said they don't get refunds. So that was another fact.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I remember when my wife wasn't working, we was getting refunds because my check was taking care of the household. And now they was like, well, you don't earn a lot because I'm having a military check, so I'm not getting this tax as much.
That's the benefit of the military.
Exactly.
So with the benefit, so whoever's in the military thinking to go in the military, what they don't do is military people get housing money. Mm-hmm. They don't look at housing money as income.
Facts.
So all that housing money you getting every month, they take that off. That don't count.
Yep.
So you literally making shit basically.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And then they look at that as your income. That's the hint and the benefit of military.
So that's like the base in housing is like kind of like probably like 40% of your check. So imagine you got your check and 40% is not getting taxed.
Right.
So that's kind of like how the military is, and that's how we're able to still get a refund and stuff like that, right?
On top of having business, that's the main part of how
Yeah, facts.
People they're not. No, they're not. Okay, my sisters make 40K, and guess what? You know what they get? They get refunds. People who are making over 100K are not getting refunds. We're not getting refund checks. And that's the thing. The crazy thing about it is black men are actually making more on average than black women. And so how are we not going to make it work? It's not saying that we don't need them to make better, but to say that the man is making 60K, he didn't went to college and we're not going to wait for him to grow. But he has all the bills. If I'm moving this man's house and he's paying every bill in here. And
so that's a valid point.
Great fucking point.
Her name is Sherelle. I have her tagged into the description, you guys. Make sure you go subscribe. But I've been saying this for so long. Yeah. There's women that I've come across in my lifetime, since I've been with James at least, for these 10 years, that would not wait for a man to get his stuff together. And they're in school. There's men that's in school and they're like, you need to do this. And how the hell are they going to do that if they're in school? Mm-hmm. In school mean that you broke, okay? Because you are working your ass off to make your grades, right? So you can have these things for yourself. And some college students are living at home. So you can't expect this person to have all of these elaborate things at that age, one, and they're in school. Yeah. Now, when the person's out of school and it's been like 5 years, okay, and they don't have it together, then you're like, okay, what have you been doing?
Yeah.
Are you being lazy? Are you going to work on time? Have you got fired? Then that's when you can start to analyze what the person is doing. But if the person is in school, you have to wait. And you have to understand that.
Yeah.
Regardless of what the situation is, people are grinding and getting to this space.
Yeah. And like I said earlier, we gotta say when people make a valid point, it's okay to tell them, right? And Trey said, "Hey, that's not true. I make $100K and I got a refund annually." Shut up, Trey. No, it's because of this, Trey. You're a real estate investor. We are real estate investors too.
You do real estate.
Yeah. So what we do is we fucking say, hey, we have these expenses. And then now if you're spending a lot more than what you're bringing in, because that's what real estate investors do, we have to show that we are making less than what we're actually putting out. Then some of that can roll over to your personal. And you could probably have kids and probably some
kids
other
help.
Things.
Y'all know that.
Yeah. So
why do you think we got so many? Kids help. I'm just saying.
I mean,
so this lady, Sherelle, I don't think she has kids. So she's getting the single tax bracket. Like that's different.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So and he said B-Law said women ever consider that men that make 40K a year look down upon greatly, but yet Spanish men literally come from across the border with no money at all and get more respect than our women.
And get kids. They get married and they get kids.
Them dudes, they ain't picking them up from the gas station or Home Depot.
But that's the thing. Like, y'all have to stop looking at men as just money.
Yeah.
Men have more than just money. If this nigga just had money, I wouldn't be with him.
Yeah, man.
Okay? I would not be with him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Been there, done that. Okay, I got with him at 22. I would never in my life. I had to learn to understand. At 22, I figured that shit out. Yeah. Okay? It didn't matter. It's what he here in his heart and his soul. What is he gonna provide for me here? Mm-hmm. Because when the money fucking goes, what happens? Am I gonna go? Is he gonna go? No, we're gonna stay and we're gonna be together and figure shit out. All right, that's what I'm trying to say. This is the problem I'm seeing. What's up, Marcus?
What's up, brother?
This is the problem that I'm seeing. We have to look more past that. Yes, money is very important. Yes, James had to be able to take care of himself.
Facts.
I wouldn't be with him if he couldn't take care of himself. That's what we got to talk about. If he was making $30,000, as long as he could pay his shit, I'm okay. Yeah. He's in his apartment. He's not, I'm sorry. He's staying at his mom because he can't afford it. Right? That means that doesn't make that you're less than a man. That just means that you're not ready for no wife. That's what that means. You have to be able to take care of yourself by yourself.
Yeah.
Staying and having roommates because you cannot afford where you live, either you need to move or you're not ready yet. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Shit, you got up until I have to get married earlier. Right? Because my clock is ticking. I gotta have babies at a certain time.
Facts.
But y'all men, it could take y'all to 35 years old.
Yeah.
If it takes you to 35 to get yourself together to be able to have a wife, that's nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing I don't see women having grace for. They think you're supposed to be the same clock as theirs. No, it's not. Y'all, we on two different paths. So as long as the man can take care of himself, now we can move forward. Now what we doing?
Yeah. And then too, man, honestly, like when my wife, I had an apartment, right? When she got with me and stuff like that, right? So I was taking care of the household, right? When she moved into my house, the bills didn't go up as much. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Like
hold on, you see this shit, right? I filled this bottle of water up. This is about 64 ounces. Okay, so we got 64 ounces more of water in the house. What is that gonna do to the bill?
Yeah.
What, $10-$20 more? Like, are we kidding me? Like, he can't afford 10. No. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make a difference. If it's just me and him, we could still have one bedroom apartment. Just because I moved in don't mean we need a house. I ain't got no kids. What we got a house? What we need a house for?
Yeah, man.
God damn. Like, y'all be wanting all this stuff and you for what? You don't start off like that.
Yeah. And this is why it pays women, because if women you actually want to get married, you gotta get married at a younger age and stuff like that, right? Because just like Trey made a valid point. We always hear this, but a lot of people don't really think about this actually what he's saying. He said most men don't hit their financial stride till they're 40. I ain't really start making money like till like this like 5 years ago at 34. You know what I'm saying? So and he's a cop, right? So he has those benefits, just kind of like how some similar to the military, we can get special stuff. You know what I mean? So and now he's able to invest. You know what I mean? Being a real estate investor, just like myself and a lot of other military people or cops and stuff like that, because what we have, then he has a pension. He most likely has a pension, right? I'm about to get retired from the military. So now I'm going to have money, and then I'm gonna go get another job or whatever career and make over 6 figures, and then I'm gonna invest more in real estate. You know what I mean? So it takes a while to build this person up that y'all want. You know what I mean? So you just can't just jump out and get a nigga like that. You know what I'm saying?
But then we missing the biggest link. How many of us was taught the right way growing up? Yeah. Let's start like that. Because let's say the people now who have kids right now and are doing good things, what are you going to teach your son and your daughter? You're going to teach them what you weren't taught. That's the thing, what I'm saying. A lot of us were not taught all of this stuff. Yeah. When I was growing up, I was told not to get no credit cards. Facts. I was told not to do a whole bunch of shit. And I'm like, I didn't know at the time, I'm 18. They say, you know, when you move out your house, when you're 18 years old, you're going to start getting a slew of get this credit card, get this credit card. I was told not to get nothing. Yeah. Nothing. Facts. I got my first credit card at 22 when I got with James. Right? They taught me wrong. Yeah. Does that mean that I was supposed to be broke? No. What I'm saying is a lot of us were not taught properly. Yeah. So we have to put that in consideration when we're dating. This man wasn't taught these things. I saw the same shit. Yes. And then once I figured that shit out, I went crazy, and then I taught my wife, and then now she started to go crazy and stuff like that. And now I probably got like 20 credit cards. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is what I'm saying. Man. It like slows it down. I'm not saying just because you weren't taught you can't be successful. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it takes longer because you have to sit here and study and read. You got to do that anyway, but you got to do it to the next level. For example, when my oldest son becomes 22 years old, he's going to be set because we already set in the foundation from when he was little. Facts. How many of us have been set foundation from 6? Yeah. From 10, from 13, 18? No. So that's what I'm saying. It's going to slow it down. Yeah, you're not going to get that man coming right out of his house with some fucking money. No, it don't work like that. Yeah, what's up, Ricky, man? Hey, I left the comment up. What's up, Ricky? Hey, what's going on, Race? Exactly, it's on me, but you want to dictate what I'm responsible for. That's some user type ish. Yeah, man, that's what they want. And my brother Just Rule come in. He said our women must humble themselves to realize we're in survival mode in this area. Come together now or never. And that is a fucking fact. Because we're too worried about what's being pushed or being seen and being all that type of stuff. Hey, what's going on, sis? We looking at the video now, man. Y'all did a great job and talking on the points and stuff, and we going over it now, man. So yeah, good job. You did a great job. So, but yeah, man. So and this is what we have to do. We gotta, in order for us to come together and do this type of stuff, it's got to be strategic. We just can't be fucking just moving stupidly because now you're gonna get screwed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was able to set my wife up to get her college and stuff paid for while she was taking care of the kids. Because think about this, right? You're taking care of kids, you cleaning the house, and you working. That's a lot of shit that you got to do. So we lived on the budget, and fucking she didn't work. She focused on her school. She got a master's. But this is the thing. I went to school by choice. I was already going to school before I got with him, right? And then I continued to go to school. Some people, they have kids and they just stop going to school. I can't handle it. I can't do it. I'm like, no, my goal is still to go to school and get the things that I already was wanting to get before. Yeah. Okay. But I don't want to, if I have a child, how am I supposed to go to school, work, raise the child? Take care of me, goddamn, because I got fucking needs, goddamn. So, you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, as a wife, you know, we bring more things that a man cannot. So I wanted to live in that, they call it that soft life. I wanted to live in that life. How the hell am I going to live in that life, working, going to school, taking care of a child, being a wife? Like, I'm going to put too much stress on myself. Yep. How many women are stressed the hell out? And they blame men for the stress. Yep. No, blame yourself. Yep, all right. You can't just blame the men for everything. You have to be able to learn how to logically figure out your steps. We planned what we did. Exactly. We didn't just, oops. Yep. Oops. No, it's planned out. Yep. Now, did all the plans go well every single time? No. Yeah. But that's how we talk about it and figure out, okay, how do we make this better?
Yep. And then now we have the experience. So now once we do something in the future, hey, yeah, you already had a trucking company that failed, but at least you fucking know how to do it now, what to do better and stuff like that. So hey, what's going on, Dark Lake? So
what's up, Dark Lake? What's up?
Hey, what's up, Lanissa? And James got exactly. I got my fucking needs, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it. Let's get back to it.
And I have a whole 100-something K. If I have a whole 200, 300K right here that now I don't have to pay no bills with, how can we not make this work as a family?
This isn't a real scenario at all.
How is it not a real scenario? I know how much money I'm
not making that. You are the exception, baby, and not the rule. We are making 6 figures. We are the exception and not the rule. I just told you that only 34% of us are making 75%.
So why y'all want a nigga that's making that then?
So okay, you was right. So she's making 6 figures too.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my thing, fantasy. If both of y'all are making 6 figures, what are we arguing? We're arguing about the people who are not making 6 figures, right? Okay, what does that have to do with building together?
Yeah.
That's the whole part I'm missing. What does that have to do with building together?
Yeah.
Shout out to fantasy. But Miss Lovely Girl, what does that have to do with building? You still can build with someone who's not making 6 figures.
Yeah.
People that don't make 6 figures and they put their income together, that's called working and building your life.
Yeah.
Not, I'm going to take my money and go over here. You take your money, go over there. No.
And I'm gonna wait to find another guy that's making 6 figures, but it's a small percentage of men that's making that. So you just lowered your chances of getting that guy because that's the only thing you're looking for. Rather than getting with a man that's stable, which she's just basically saying, get with a man that's stable and stuff like that. You almost gotta tell him how much you're making and stuff like that. You pay the little, when you dating and you pay the little bills and stuff. He ain't gotta know how much money you making. He just know that you take care of. You good.
But anytime,
and most guys not gonna ask that shit.
Most people that make 6 figures, they gonna let you know. I make 6 figures because it's easy to say that. Anytime you make under, it's a little hard to say it. But that doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with the man. As long as he's able to take care of himself is what you need to look at.
Yeah.
I already explained this earlier. Make sure y'all rewind that. Take care of yourself. Ladies too. Make sure you taking care of yourself. Because it goes the same way. Because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of yourself, him, and the kids.
Yeah.
And he's taking care of you.
And if 9%, like he said, 9% of women make over 75K, right? So if this is the case, why does all y'all want the man that's making the 6 figures? That's all she's saying. If you're making a decent income, you taking care of yourself, you should be okay. Because most likely you ain't fucking making that money either. So now y'all can fucking build up. Y'all can start from the bottom, and that man will trust you more. Because it's no way in hell I'm gonna be a millionaire or guys making a lot of money, and I'm gonna trust your motherfucking ass coming in at the end of the day, talking about, hey, I want you to pay for all my bills. No, you weren't there you weren't there. Like,
the reason why this is the why. The reason why ladies want y'all to come with that money is because they don't want to be the sole provider. Even though they're making enough money to pay for extravagant stuff, they want you to have more because they don't want to be responsible being the sole provider. Mm-hmm. That's why.
Yeah, man. So, hey, man, all right, let's get back into this.
75K or more, and that's a household. You're a household. You're the head of household for you because you don't have the husband or whatever. But when you do have a husband, then he's the head of household. Either way, if you have a husband or not, we're only making 34% of us are making 75K or more. Only 6% of Black men are making 100K or more. So this is a very small, you're talking about the exception and not the rule. Most people are trying to get by, and they have kids and they cannot get by. So it's like, I understand
because this is the thing, though.
Perfect scenario like us, we will be fine. But the average,
I don't get the point right here.
But so this is what she's missing. No one ever said the exception to the rule is what everybody should be making. Everybody's not going to make 6 figures. That's not even realistic. That's not the point of the conversation. It's about building together. Okay? Having 6 figures is just a number and you able to do a little bit more, but then you still get taxed. Crazy. So it's like this, you still got to keep working your way up, but that's not the point of the conversation though.
average person is not fine. They are struggling.
But this is the thing,
Even with a
fantasy.
tax
It's because
return.
they're not planning out their kids. This is what I'm saying. If Illa makes 40K and I make 40K, if Illa makes 40K and I make 20K, that's what we're gonna give it to a realistically, right? The woman is making 30K, he is making 40K. He has his own house, he has his own car, he pays all the bills. He's paying 100% of his bills. I'm paying 100% of my bills. If I move in his house now, I have no bill to pay. That means our family combined has an extra 30K to invest, an extra 30K to save, which means that we gotta save 30K for the next 3 years and not have no fucking kids and take from.
That's what I will. When
She
I
said
first
don't
heard
have-
that, I was like,
Facts.
I don't know how many times I've been saying that shit. For example, I hear topics about 50-50, partnership, because he has to do all of these things. Y'all basing it off of children. Don't have kids if you can't have this lifestyle that you want. Kids cost a lot. You have to plan a future with children. How about no kids? Y'all both grind and make the money. If you want to be a stay-at-home mom, y'all better work the 3 years, like she said, or 5, or however long it takes you to get that type of wealth for you to stay home and be home with your children. But that starts with a plan. It don't start with y'all get together, you get married, you have sex, and then you're like, damn, why you not the sole provider?
Yeah.
It don't work like that.
Yep. And the people got to be so, they got to stop trying to have kids so fucking early. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get like some stuff. Like, me and my wife was together for 3 years before we even thought about having a fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of people like to rush and have kids. As soon as you get with somebody, all right, now I need to have a fucking kid. No. And then also too, with these conversations, a lot of people don't talk about the area that you live in, right? It's only certain places that 60,000 or 40,000 or 20,000 is not a lot of money, right? In most places. Oh, where is it at? Where is it?
It's on that chart.
All right, let me add it to the stage.
Okay, pause. Let me see if I can make it bigger. So look, y'all. Can y'all see that? See right here. It says, so they only have up until 2022. That's the only thing I was able to find.
Okay.
But on the West Coast, you see that?
Mm-hmm. $85,000 on the West Coast. And most of that is probably California. That's why it's
right.
so much.
Northeast. You see the amount?
Yep. Northeast is 83,000. And this is a household income. Midwest is 76,000 and the South is 68,000, right? So if a man is making 40K and you making 20K in the South, you good. You know what I mean? You're able to have an apartment, right? And this is just the median income, right? So if you were living in other places, most places like New York, I'm not talking about upstate, I'm talking about the fucking city, New York. I'm talking about Los Angeles, San Diego, we lived in all these places, DC and shit like that, whatever, or Miami. Like, these are the places that you have to have a substantial amount of money. But if you live in everywhere fucking else, Atlanta is another one, because Atlanta used to be a lot cheaper than what it is now. You know what I'm saying? So now, but if this is the case, you will make it out fine if you own a budget. You don't have to go into much credit card debt and stuff like that, whatever, right? So if he's making 40, 50 grand, because the average, like they always say, the average white man is making $50,000 in this country. But you don't hear them saying that white men are broke. When have y'all ever hear white women say white men are broke? No. And yeah, they make $50,000 a year, the average salary. They're not the number one in this country making income. So we the only ones that's having these dumbass conversations about saying, hey, you're not making enough money, rather than saying, hey, all right, we both in a financial decline right now. Us coming together and becoming more married, we can put our money together to invest more.
But the thing is, these white women are working.
Yeah, just like black women. You know what I'm saying?
Not saying that they ended working, because some of them end up being a stay-at-home wife, mother. But they are working. Most of these people are finding their mate in college or at work. And then they say, okay, I'm going to stay home. I know black successful women who became doctors and everything, had that kid and she stayed her ass home after a couple years, so she couldn't do it no more. She wants to focus on her family. And because that they were financially sound, her income went away because she didn't want to be a doctor no more. Mm-hmm. Okay? But she was in the beginning. So what did they do? They both had, money to save and plan.
Yep.
They were working. I feel like how this conversation sounds, if we want to talk about blacks, I feel like some black women are lazy. This is what this sounds like.
They don't want to build.
White women are working and they're not complaining about this type of stuff.
Yeah, it's facts.
And they know how to pick a man. We picking our fucking looks.
Yeah, man.
And he got good hair, so my kid can have good hair and all this stupid shit. Like, can we pick a man based off of what I was saying earlier, right in his heart and his morals? Yeah. That money ain't gonna keep him.
Yeah, man. And appreciate Just Rules, man. He always send love and support, man. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So but this is the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like we can make it, but we telling you, we lying to each other saying, hey, we can't make it. And I'm telling y'all, like, we did the shit. Like, this is exactly what we fucking did. This
whole video is like talking about basically our life, from what Sherelle was saying. Been there, done that already.
Yeah, man.
Been there, done that already. Are you serious? It could work.
Yeah.
And we were not struggling. Trust, I had a lot of shit I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I had a lot of shit I wanted. A lot of shit I had. And then I was humble too. I can't get everything. He can't even get everything he wants. Why is it all about what women want? You think some men don't want their shit too?
Yeah.
You think it's just all about you? He wants to live I'm just using an example. He wants to live in that one-bedroom apartment the rest of his life. I don't think men are thinking that. I think I want my fancy car and all these type of things too. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's talk about what he wants as well. Yeah. And if he want to get it, he's going to. But why are we Why are we rushing the process? The man has to learn and figure it out. And when he does, trust me, you'll be happy about that. But don't rush men to get there. Yeah. Some men have to go through failure to make it more success. That's just how the shit goes.
As a leader, that's how you gain experience, because you know what shit work, you know what shit don't. So now you can bring to your woman like, hey, all right, I already been through that. A woman don't want no nigga that never been through nothing. She wants somebody that been through something. So that's why a lot of them even like the thugs, because thugs been through some shit. Even though it's fucking ratchet or they stupid, but at least they been through something. They can try to teach them something. So as a man, you got to go the righteous way and learn. You got to fail. You got to do certain things in order for you to be a better man. And you can actually bring something to the table to teach her. But let's get back to it.
Have kids for the next 3 years. They got all this contraception.
What about all the women that already have? How many women? What percentage of women have kids?
Why are we talking about people with kids? I thought we was talking about planning not to have the damn kid so you could start having that life. So this is where the conversation went left. Because some women actually have kids. They are a single mother.
Yeah.
That does not have nothing to do with this conversation.
Yeah, man.
That is a different conversation because you have a different plan.
Yeah.
You can't have the same plan what she's talking about. It won't be the same. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen.
Yep. And some of those women, hey, they got to take their L's. Just like how guys got to take their L's in certain situations. I took my L and I had to move forward. You know what I'm saying? So you have to take your L. So if most women are being single mom, all right, well, stop supporting these single moms then. Stop saying that what they're doing is not a bad thing. Or stop saying that, hey, well, we need to have more support of them. We need to be talking to Gen Z or telling them like, hey, don't be like us. This shit is fucked up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? So this is the emotional part that we're talking about, right? She was giving her logic. She was giving her, hey, to wait to have kids. You do this, you do this. All these people, all these Dave Ramsey, all these motherfuckers got these plans going and telling people how to get wealth and how to maintain their life and be successful. But we continue to say, well, most women have kids. All right, so you want another guy to take care of that responsibility? I wasn't like I was a single dad, right? When my wife got with me, I wasn't expecting her to take care of my responsibility. I knew me coming out of the divorce, I was taking the L. I humbled myself and said, hey, I wasn't in the best situation. You know what I mean? And I can understand. I told her up front, like, hey, I can understand if I'm not the type of guy that you want, because she was telling me, hey, I don't want to be with a man that have kids.
Yeah, I told him straight up. I said, you would be the first person I ever dated that had child. I never dated a man with a child because I already knew the goals I wanted.
Yeah.
So like I said, when you have kids, it's a different plan.
Yeah.
Very different. It's just, he was a man, so it's different. You never really see a man having full custody of a child.
Yeah.
So it's like, wait, right? I had to reestablish some stuff. But like I said, that don't change who he is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So
What percentage of black women have
60%
kids?
of 60% of black.
Thank you. So I'm saying the
60% want to keep your
majority.
kids.
That's what I'm telling you. The majority don't fit your scenario already. So you're saying in a perfect scenario, we could have these great things if we just planned better, we just did better. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not arguing with that. I'm saying that's not the reality that we're in. We're the exception and not the rule. And most women are making less and have more people that they got to shell out money for.
All right, well, but what's the point though? Like, all right, so you saying since 60%, so fuck the 40% then, right? So it's 40% of women that don't have what she's talking about. So that's honestly that's 10% difference. You know what I'm saying? To be the majority. So or be half. So that means you should be talking to the 40%. Hey, don't end up like the 60%. We already at a 23% marriage rate. So we already under the 40%. So we need to get that damn 23% marriage rate to 40 at least. You know what I'm saying? Like we could be talking about that, you know, but no, we want to talk about the single moms.
And that's the thing, like, because there's always exceptions to the single mom thing. There's some single moms who had a divorce, right? They did it right, had the baby, had the man, the husband, the house, the car, and then they got divorced. Okay. I'm not even talking about y'all because there's so many exceptions to that. Because then we got to figure out why the hell you got a divorce. Did you divorce him? Did he divorce you? Did he cheat? Did you cheat? What happened here? Right?
He beat on you.
Right. Yeah. Abuse, all this other stuff.
Was you beating his ass? Like,
right. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But let's talk about the single mothers who did not do it right. They got married without having the husband.
That's most.
This is what we're talking about because that is a choice to me. Things happen. But I always say, if somebody gets pregnant, I blame the lady because I don't give a fuck if that man nutted in you or not. What did you not do to protect yourself? Unless you fall into that, 2%, oh, the birth control didn't work. Let's be honest. How many women are taking their birth control consistently? How many, if you're taking the pill, did you forget a day or two during that week? All right, there are so many different forms of birth control, but I'm saying if he nutted in you or not, what did you not do?
Yeah.
What did you not do? Because I cannot blame this man for doing something. First of all, I let you inside. That's another way, right? I let you inside and you did this to me. No, I did this to myself. You, first of all, should not be having sex unprotected anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because, of course, you're going to risk it. Even with birth control, you're going to risk getting pregnant. Yep. That's just how the fuck it goes. That's how you make a child. Yep. So I can't say stop having sex because that's not going to happen. Stop having sex unprotected.
Yeah. And the real shit about this, like, I'm going to be transparent, right? My wife, she stopped taking her birth control. She said, I know that we're going to be married one day. So that's what she said, I need to get ready to have a child. So
that was a risk, but I did that because I already knew that this man, he wasn't going to leave me for dead.
Yeah.
At all.
Yep.
But because
she wanted to clear that shit out, that system out, so we can be ready to have kids.
I was on birth
control. All
control.
about fucking planning, man.
Yeah, because I was on birth control, and you know it takes a while. Like when I stopped taking birth control, I was sick for 3 weeks.
Yeah. That
shit was coming out of my. It was the craziest thing ever.
Yep.
Okay, but I wanted to have a family and stuff, so this is what I took the risk on. But I already knew we would have been married so we were together for 3.5 years. We could have been married at that first year, but it was a lot of things that we had to work on.
Yeah.
So we didn't rush it. We waited, and then we had a child afterwards. What I'm saying is, it's plans. No situation is perfect. Trust me, ours were not. Ours is like a Lifetime movie, especially how it got started. But at the end of the day, you plan it out.
Yeah.
If you want a certain life, don't get pregnant because that's already. The child, yes, is a blessing, but you have a strike against you because you have a different set of plans that you have to figure out. You can't just get no regular man. You're going to have to get a man that's taking care of himself, but has money to take care of you and the child. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You can't just get a regular man. You have to get a man that does have some type of financial stability.
And that's what she was saying. Like, hey, don't rush to have kids. So now you saving up, you invested. So now when the kid comes, you're good. Like, it's easy shit, man. But hey, what's up, big bad bull?
Hey, big bad bull.
Yep. And then Cheryl said, She said the starter showed today, y'all. She said, never did I ever feel like I was going to get pregnant out of wedlock because I'm not.
Because I said the same shit. I said, I don't give a fuck. When I have a husband, I will get married. And I did that. That's a choice. Okay? I was 22 when I got with him. We got married at 25.
Marry before you carry, man.
It is a choice. You choose to get pregnant.
It says, stop telling women stop wearing the male broomsticks.
I'm just saying, like, come on, let's be real. I'm tired of hearing that conversation.
Huh.
So we could talk about single mothers all day long, but I mean, that's cool. It's just, you have to find a different man. I'm just being real. You do.
Yeah, it's crazy. I just get it.
And this is the thing. So now that's even more selfish because now Illa with his 40K, you're telling him he's not making enough, even though he could take care of himself because he has to take care of another nigga kids. Right? Because now you want to bring another nigga kids to the
It's his step kids. It's not another nigga kids. It's his step kids. Those are his children
it's his step kids, but that's not.
She says his family. It's not his family until y'all are together. You know what I mean?
I thought we were talking.
Yeah.
Okay, like, so now she went straight to marriage, but I think that's personal.
It's a process.
First of all, when you get married and a man decides to marry you with a child, yes, he does have to accept him.
Yeah.
Accept the kids as his own. But at the end of the day, that child has another party, which is his biological father. Yeah. And most biological fathers are in the child life unless they are locked up or they are deceased. So there are men that still have a financial responsibility to the child that this other man is taking care of. So that don't go nowhere. Yeah. To me, he should not fully, unless that man just doesn't have any money or something's wrong with him mentally, right? He should not be financially responsible for the child that he decided to have as a stepchild because there's a third party. Yeah. That should be worked out. Y'all should be having that serious co-parent where his father is taking care of half of that child's responsibilities. And the stepfather is secondary to that.
Yeah. I'll give y'all a personal story, man. My stepdad helped raise me and stuff like that, right? So my mom, she was a single mom, and at the time, like she was just got out of divorce. My mom and my dad divorced, and she had three kids, right? So my stepdad came in, and this is when it was okay to be a stepdad. Like being a stepdad wasn't really like a bad thing back in the day, especially in Alabama and stuff like that, because shit happen. You know what I mean? But my mom, as soon as he came into that house, she said, hey, and they got serious, they got married and stuff like that. She was like, hey, this is your dad now. Whatever he say in this house belongs to him. And my mom was very humble in the situation. She understood that she had 3 kids and she valued this man, and she made sure she put him on a pedestal because he's coming and taking care of her kids. You know what I'm saying? But in today's time, we don't see that same reverence. So that's why a lot of men are not pushing to be with a single mom, because y'all are saying like this is what he's supposed to do, rather than this is a great deed that he's doing to help me with my kids.
Because to me, when I see, not all single mothers, but when some single mothers get married to a man, they knock out the biological father. Yeah. How you knock out a whole person?
Yep. And my dad was there too.
That's weird. You have to still include the first father. Yeah. So now your child has 2 fathers. Yep. You shouldn't make full responsibility to the stepfather. Yeah. Yes, he can have full responsibility because if the child is living in the house, that's automatic, right? Yeah. But at the same time, no. Let's include this active biological father. I'm not talking about the ones who are not active. That's not in this conversation. The active fathers that want to be there, that want to have the financial responsibility.
Yeah. And my dad was actually there in my life too. So I had different perspective of men. I had uncles, everything. And that helped shape the man I am today, right? So it's a team effort. You know what I mean? That my mom and dad couldn't work this shit out. Boom. My mom made sure she put another man in her life, just like how I did with my son. I made sure I had him a great woman that would be able to show him what a wife's supposed to be.
Oh, that was me? I'm playing.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's important to, you didn't get it right the first time. I took my L, got custody of my son, and then boom, I found a better woman that I make sure that I wouldn't make the same mistakes my first wife did.
You got lucky.
You know what I'm saying? So
these women, some of these women are crazy.
Hey man, yeah man. And a lot of people, man, it's the same, man. Like we was raised, but we had great stepdads, but our mom understood that, hey, I'm in a deficit. I need to make sure that I show this man respect. You know what I'm saying? So
and
my
family too. I come from a divorced family, you guys. I say this to remind, we are not no perfect set a couple here. We did not get married or knew each other from diapers, got married at the high school. That's not here. We don't have that life. Yeah, I come from a divorced family. I've seen my mom divorce my dad at 10 years old. Yeah, okay, so I have a stepmom. I don't have a stepdad, but I have a stepmom. I see how the dynamic is for step parents. Yeah, so, like I said, when you have a child and you get into a relationship, your plan is going to be different. Yeah, man. And plan accordingly, and don't put full responsibility on a stepfather. Include the first father. Yeah. It's always
marriage is honorable in all, man. This is Bible scripture for the day, man. Hebrews 13:4. It said marriage is honorable in all, but and the bed is undefiled. But whoremongers, he said Pookie and Ray, and adulterers, OPers, what was that, OPPers? God would judge. Yeah, man. But and this is important, man. We got to go back to the root. The root of our problem is we walked away from the scriptures. I ain't gonna say church, because church ain't got nothing to do with the scriptures, right? Because a lot of what they teach in church is not in the Bible.
We can talk about church, all the churches we've been to, a whole bunch of nonsense, meaning what they're preaching.
But that's another day, right?
Make sure y'all like the video. Y'all like the video. If you are here, represent.
Oh, OPP. Oh, okay. Other people's okay. All right. That's an old reference. I got you. Hey, what's up, Fantasy Island girl? Hey, we gonna have to talk. What's up, sis? What's up, man?
What's up? I tagged you. I had overheard this conversation, and I'm like, we got to talk about this, because that was a great conversation to have, so we could kind of figure out these issues. So we just here reacting to it. But yeah.
All right. So Travel One says men need to take care of their responsibilities. Black women who give black men a pass are calling him. It's obvious. Men are to figure out their lives. Black men always want a crutch to black women, right? So what responsibilities would you like black men to do, right? So this is kind of give more details on what you asking about, so we can kind of pin down, because I can take that conversation in many different ways. So hey, all right now.
Look, we got another debate coming up, fantasy, this week. God damn it. Woo!
But all right, let's get back to it.
Not even his children. So that's even more selfish, because you should.
They get your inheritance. They get your insurance. They get everything that your kids get. Well, actually, my stepkids get everything that my children get from the military. They are my kids, just like my kids are his kids. Our kids are our kids. We have 4 kids.
So you're telling me this man who did everything that he has to do to take care of it, he has to make more money so that he has to deal with somebody else's kids. That's still not his kids.
Okay, so this part, I'm a stepmom, right? So I'm the lady though. See, I'm not the man. It's different. But at the end of the day, that my stepchild is my child, but then he's not at the same time, only because he has another mom, the biological mother. So unless she gives her rights away, that is not like my child. That's her child, and I'm just raising the child.
Yeah, I gotta see her face. Like my wife be getting mad. Hold on, let me say this part. This should be funny. Like she be getting mad, like when she try to enroll him in school, and they be like, "Are you the mom?" And she's like, "Motherfucker, like."
No, let me tell you how bad it was. This is how I knew I had no rights. Okay. I went to enroll my bonus child into school, and they asked me if I am the biological mother. So of course I had to say no. They was like, "Well, where's the biological mother?" I said, "She ain't here. I'm here as the stepmother. Why are we talking about the biological mother?" "Well, we need to have the birth certificate, and you need to have court order to prove, and all this other stuff." And I'm like, "Ma'am, if I'm enrolling him into school and I'm doing it, that means that he lives with me. Yeah. Why are we talking about her?" So at the end of the day, unless the mother gives off the rights, yes, that will be my child solely. But I get from what Fantasy is saying is that you have to definitely treat the child as the child is yours. The child is in the house. Treat that child like that child is yours. yes, it is my child, but it is somebody else's. So therefore, I'm sharing. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Because I thought like me, I had full custody. You know, we got a divorce when he was like 2 years old, and I had him ever since then. He's 13 now. So I'm like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit has been this like for a while. So what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's how it is, man. It's been like that every you know, so now I just kind of got to handle all that type of stuff, and you know what I mean, it is what it is. But,
it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl, man.
What's up, Eda Man Williams? What's up? What's going on? What's going on?
What's up? Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Make sure you guys like the video.
It's his wife, right? So it's not his wife.
Not before he gets married.
No,
not before he gets married.
Taking care of somebody.
I missed that. She said so. It's not his wife. So wait, it's not his kids. So it's not his wife. I'm weak.
Somebody until they marry, right? Most of these men are not taking care of women before they get married. They're not paying their bills.
Majority of them are not getting married and they're living together.
Facts. That's a fact.
Majority of people are living together. They're living together and they're not married. That's what black people do. They shack up.
Majority of people are living together. No, they're not. Majority of people are living together.
I gotta disagree, Fantasy. Most of these people are living together and they trying to make that shit work.
Oh well, wait. So if the person has a child, I see a lot of them shacking up. But if you're a single lady with no kids, are living by themselves.
But most women have kids. So a lot of them are living with somebody. They have somebody paying the fucking bill. You know what I mean? Shit. Hey nigga, you gonna be in this house, you're gonna have to pay some shit.
Majority of people are single.
Even when they're single, they're still living together. They're cohabitating.
How do you know that? Where do you find that? How do you know that?
Bro.
Who said that shit?
So, okay, like if you're single with no kids, we can't say because you got rent from somebody, cash after you some rent, now all of a sudden you not living by yourself. Like you just got a gift. But if you are living with that person and you guys are splitting the rent down the middle, then we can consider that. But most single people, I wouldn't say are living and living and being with somebody. I think women especially. I don't think that. But if you have kids, yes.
Yeah, he says, just Ruth says, sadly, many do suffer in these modern day relationships. We're in pain, complain, and blame because we have first let off from God. God is more angry with us than us mad at each other. Facts. And this is, man, and this is the key point, right? Because we walked away, you know what I'm saying? So he gonna like, all right, y'all want to walk away? You go, all right, do it on your own. See how this shit work for you. And now we getting results because we walking away from the morals, the values, and the things that's been established, right? That's been established for all these years. Now we thinking, oh, we're smarter than them and all that type of stuff, but we live in the worst life. Yes, we have better technology, but we can't get this relationship shit together. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's how it is, man. So it's crazy.
Fantasy. So Fantasy, I agree. Like when my mom was divorced, she lived by herself and she supported me. Yeah. So I get that. I just don't think that's only because she had money, though. I don't think if the ones that don't have money. So we look at the average income.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people that don't have as much money to support them, the whole, the household, be head of household, to support the child without using government assistance.
Yeah,
I think that the ones who don't have money like that, they're gonna have to have outsourced and get money from or live with somebody.
Yeah.
So
and then too, her mom's a nurse. You know what I mean? So, and she's been like a nurse manager for years, and she was in the prior military. So, Fantasy, you know the benefits she getting and shit like that. So you know what's up. But hey, what's up, Derek? What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's up?
All right, so yeah.
They're cohabitating. I see
They're single. How are they cohabitating? They don't have a man or a woman.
Well, how are they having so many kids?
They having one night stands, or no.
You said they having one night. Fanny, so you saying most women out here being hoes?
I don't know about that. They having one night stands. They just having sex recklessly. Like they meet a good looking dude or a dude that got some money and they want to give it up. Yeah. That's what they're doing. And then, you know, they get pregnant, unfortunately, but that's what's happened. I don't want to say one night stand. Because then I guess that's what made Maree. Because a lot of those girls didn't know who the daddy was. But, I mean, how many women are doing that?
Yeah, I don't think most women are doing that.
I don't know.
Hopefully not. Shit, God damn it, fantasy. Yo,
living together.
I've seen people. Anybody knows? Anybody? We have people in our family who we've seen be together 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. No paperwork, no marriage. They're living together and having 3, 4, 5. No.
You point at people in my family?
Yeah, I got people in my family too. I ain't gonna lie now. I got people in my family.
I've seen a 15-year, 20-year relationship. No marriage, just, you know, with that person, the child off and on. I mean,
I live with all my exes. Hey man, that's a fact though, yo. Like real talk, man. Like niggas are living because it makes more sense. Like, why would I pay all the fucking bills when I can have somebody to pay it for me, or I can have somebody to help me with a bill coming from the man's side? Because the man is going to pay the rent and the bigger bills, and the woman is going to pay utilities. But that shit does count. And then you got in-house coochie. Like, what the fuck? You think I'm just going to say no? What the fuck?
But it's how I look at it. Like, if I didn't get married, I would have still stayed, I would say, with parents. To me, I could go get a house and do all this, but why would I get a house with no man and no kids? I would rather just save my money and stack up so I can be the be that 6-figure earner sooner than later. Like it's levels to it.
Yeah, man. Yes, just rules. It was a great. Illa and Mr. Let Go too had a great.
We're gonna react to that because that one was crazy.
Was good. So yeah, go on Lucki's channel. And check it out, man. Subscribe to our channel too, y'all.
It's called the Blackmail Narrative, but yeah,
man. So it was a great. This is a great back and forth.
Oh no! That's normal.
I only have one aunt that never married her man, and they were together forever. Most of my family are
exceptional. Married. That's exceptional.
I don't think
most black people are not married.
They're usually married.
Being from New York, I promise you, I ain't seen not one person fucking married.
Niggas was having kids.
Some of them, they didn't know their daddy. The daddy was deported. Like, it was crazy. Like, I lived in the South, and it was the complete opposite. I seen nothing but married people. They dad, stepdad, or mom, stepmom. But when you live in different places, it's just how it is. So I don't.
Dark Lake, what's up, brother? He said, honestly, I don't think women should judge men finances. It seems they never project logic. Yeah, man. It's like it's like finance. Like depending on how you spend the money and depending on how the money is coming, where it's coming from, it's like it can always kind of be in a messed up situation because a man is going to think you come there for the money. He's not going to think you actually there for the relationship. It's a lot of gray area and a lot of different things that men can take or women or the light that you can look upon yourself. Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy, but and she said, okay, I'm from the South too. You said my family is from the South. Yeah, man. All my family from the South too. Well, most of it, but yeah. Let's get back to it.
Most black people are not married, and the majority of people who are living together, these people, y'all think that people are not living together, but they're having 6 or 7 kids together. They got 3, 4 kids together. Those people are living
together. They're having 2 over here, 1 over here, 1 over here. They're not having.
That's not.
Oh, wait. She's talking about different baby daddies. That's what Fantasy's talking about.
I don't think most women are doing that. I don't think majority of women are doing
that.
No,
if you ask, if you just talk to any lady today,
well, no, and maybe say, so. Hold on, maybe so.
Say I have 3 kids.
Let me correct myself.
You automatically ask by the same dad.
Yeah.
Why would we ask that if majority of them wasn't fucking doing it? They are doing that.
I might be wrong on that one. Yeah, I think it is majority. But yeah,
does it by the same guy? Like they're gonna say no, have all these damn reasons.
Yeah, man. Damn.
6 or 7 kids together.
The man that they're having kids with, that man is living with them.
No, they're having kids by multiple men. All those men are not living with them. Do you understand that?
Every time they have a new baby daddy, that baby daddy's living with them.
Facts.
But wait. So if a lady has
what's up, Bethany? My bad.
If a lady has 3 different baby daddies, every time she has a new child with that man, at that time that man is living with her, but his ass moves out.
Yeah.
Because they're not staying together. But then he goes to the next person and get that person pregnant, living in that person's house. You know how these niggas be bouncing around and stuff.
but to the point, she's right. Sherelle is right, because every relationship they get into, a lot of these guys, because I'm not a guy that moves like that, right? And it's a probably 40% of men, maybe closer to 50% of men don't move that way, because we want to make sure we in our child's life, and we try to make sure that our child's going to be raised properly and stuff like that, right?
So you would still, so basically you're saying, to Sherelle's point, you will be living with with that person.
Exactly, because I want to have some say in my child's life.
But when she starts having sex and has another baby daddy, you are leaving. That's what I think is she's saying.
Of course,
you are gone.
And then now that new nigga is going to be living
move
in that house.
So you're basically, so regardless of how many niggas come in and out, she has support. Is what we're talking about.
Exactly. Yeah, man. It's brothers, man. We don't move like that. Like a lot of brothers don't move like that, man. I man, honestly, it might be 60% of brothers that don't move like that, because you got your pookies, but I'm talking about the men that really don't got their shit in line. That's not making the average income and that type of stuff, right? Because the average is an average for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about the people that's making under the average. Most of those brothers not going to be moving like that. So yeah, man, it's crazy.
Bro, no, they're not. What?
Yes, they are. Baby mamas and baby mamas and baby.
That is a lie.
Like nobody's getting really pregnant by outside dick. They're getting pregnant by inside dick. It doesn't matter. Women who will pay all their bills. Women have men living in their Section 8 house. You don't know too many women who live on Section 8 who don't have a nigga living in their house. So
that's true.
That's a fact.
That's true.
Like, yo, I'm from the hood of the fucking hood. Like, my wife will tell you. Like, I remember, like,
that shit worse than the Bronx. I'm like, yo,
like, I remember, like, this shit was crazy. Like, I was working on an investment property, right? And we had a baby. You know, this is the first Sodom.
We had a baby. I'm in the car breastfeeding the baby, and somebody came to the door trying to open that shit, and I'm like, I'm like, the first time ever dealing with somebody trying to break in the car while I'm in it.
Yeah,
like the fuck.
The niggas don't give a fuck down there. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and that shit is going on. That, like, they got somebody living in there, because they thinking like this, right? I have cheap rent, so I'm only paying $4 or $5, $8 a month, right? So now if I get a man in this house, I don't really got to worry about how much money he's spending on the rent, because the government is paying for it. So now I got some in-house dick, and then now I can he probably gonna be a trap nigga or a drug dealer or some shit like that. Now he's gonna be giving me money, and then now I got fucking cash that I can go, because these niggas not gonna be transferring money into an account. They're gonna be giving you cash. Most drug dealers, trap niggas, all them niggas got cash, so they give you the cash. You go buy your bags, you go buy your Birkin and all this stupid shit, and your eyelashes and all the weaves and all the bullshit they like to wear. And then now it's no way to track that money, and that's what they need. So I agree with her on that. It's crazy.
You telling me that a woman that's paying all her bills don't have her dick in her house? Yes, she does.
Yes, I am. Because a woman that's living on Section 8, first of all, she's not supposed to have a man in her house, so she's breaking the rules. The average woman.
Wait, so fantasy, you
these niggas ain't following the rules.
You bought a book type of one. Ain't nobody following that shit.
Nobody following no damn rules. Hey, what's up, LA Miles? He said, but the stats determined that was a lie. Majority of black women got more than one baby daddy. Yeah, they getting the same different 20-30% of nigga, and they screwing them. So yeah, that's a fact. That's what we said earlier.
The average woman that's making more than that, and she knows better than that, she doesn't want to live with a man that she's not married to. She doesn't want to have babies with a man that she's not married to, because she knows that sits her in 80%
of black children are born out. 80% of black children are born out of wedlock, and you're telling me that these women do not want to have kids by men that they're not married to?
I'm telling you that they're not married, and they're not the women that you're thinking of. You're thinking of women that are higher threshold than what is actually.
But this is what because the average black woman is not the average black.
Okay, so I think this is what Fantasy was trying to say. She basically was like she said earlier, most women are hoes. So Sherelle is saying that most women are classy, but I think Fantasy Girl, Island Girl point is most women are hoes and they not no good. I think but
then Fantasy is going back to classy because she's saying, why would a lady do that? Right?
Yeah, damn.
So wait, that's the thing. We gotta talk about hoes and classy women that can't be in the same conversation. Because we talking about ladies that are having different baby daddies. That's different than a lady who doesn't want the different baby daddies. She's gonna look at life differently.
Okay, my bad. I misspoke. All right.
She may stop at that one child and then don't have no more and have different baby fathers. Like, I don't know. It's levels. But yeah.
Woman, the average black woman is not waiting to get married or fucking or
black woman
to have children or live with a man. She is sacking up with that man.
The
That man
average
can
black
live with
woman
her.
is overweight. The average black woman is having babies out of wedlock. And the average black woman, if you're overweight and you're having babies out of wedlock, he doesn't want to be seen in public with you, and you're not living in the house with him.
And he got to still live with you.
They say?
That's the high value man topic type shit. Like most men are good with women even if they overweight because that's just what's out there. You know what I'm
saying? That's because it's majority. So
exactly.
If you think about it, if majority, like you saying, of women are overweight, they still get the babies, and some of them are still getting married. I don't.
He said classy hoes exist too,
but it's because majority are like that, and some men are not going to just stay single and wait for this fit person to come out of thin air. Like, so I don't think they like it. I would say I wouldn't say they like it.
Yeah. Okay. She was saying that I'm saying that most women are not shacking up. She is focusing on 28% of and making that the majority. Okay, so she said 28% of people are on government assistance.
But they were saying the same thing, honestly.
But so all right, so let's say 30% of the women that's on Section 8, right? Most of them have an in-house dick. Let's just be honest, right? So and then the other women that's not on government assistance, they're having in-house dick too as well. But the other single moms or other people or even people without kids,
they just protecting themselves more.
Yeah, so it's the same shit.
There's no lady out here not having sex. I don't care what y'all talking about.
Yeah, man, like a lot of guys are living with women in today's time. You know what I'm saying? So that's just in that one topic. So I think if you add like different scenarios, so the people on government assistance is the 30%, and then now you add the people that just not on government assistance that are living with people as well, and you add those numbers together and stuff like that, that's just want to have a relationship or things like that, I think it'll be the majority. So
they say only 20% of these men are making these babies. So you think 20% of these men are living with 80% of these women?
Yes.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Yes.
No, I wouldn't say 20% of men are making the babies because they're not accounting the married people. You know what I mean? So you got like me, I got 4 fucking kids. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the house with my kids. So if you take out the men that are married, that's living, so that's 30%. And then now you talking about the Pookies and Ray Rays, that's another 20%. And and I'm not gonna say all of them are living in the house, right? But you also got other men that's living in the household that's not married. You know what I mean? So that's going to be the majority. So I think that's what they are talking about. So let's see. So she said, yeah, but 30% is not a minority. I think yes, but 30% is the minority. But yeah, but if you add a few different topics, that's when it's become the majority. So yeah, that's the ones that's not on Section 8 that live together. Yeah, she said, laugh aloud, the census doesn't support that. Oh, I don't know. They said keep it class. They said, wait, but y'all are going to say they lied on the census. Yeah, they said the math not mathing. But yeah, man. So if you add a different, so you talking about government assistance at 30%, and then you start adding all the different avenues in different ways, then there'll be the majority because that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you got married people that's living in there, you got the people that's on Section 8 that got some in-house dick. It's a lot of different shit that's going on. So. Let's get it.
What else is they don't have their own homes? They're living from one house to one house to one house. They're living with these women. They don't have their own homes.
So if he's moved out, then there's nobody living there now, right?
They're having their.
What I was saying earlier, like they bouncing from one house to the next house to the next house. But that's Pookie's.
That's the 20%. That's the 20% she's talking about now. So I think this is what confused the conversation, because so they jumping from different points, right? So we talk about a Pookie, then we talk about a regular person, and then you know what I mean. So it's a lot of different things that might have been missed.
Yeah.
If they probably had the conversation again, it'd probably be a better one.
Homes
not living there.
But the point is to think that I could just have all these kids and then bring all of this shit to the table and then think, oh, this man is supposed to rescue me, this man is supposed to save me. Man, only majority of Americans, fuck black people, majority of black men, because black people already have a hard plight as it is because of the history in this country. The majority of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. The majority of Americans who lose their job tomorrow will lose everything. So why are we the only ones that believe that black men have to go ahead and make all this money? We can have kids to bring all this shit to the table and then not do it. The majority of us, you know what we don't do? You know what we don't do? We don't live underneath our means. We don't. We want to live a lavish lifestyle. Well, look at, that's what I'm saying. We're living at social media. So when people looking at it like 60K not enough, that's bullshit. Then you need to move. You need to move. That's the same. No, that's not wrong. That's the same thing we have with the immigrants argument. Immigrants will walk through a fucking desert to get here to have a regular ass job. Them niggas will cross oceans to have a regular ass job. We got 50 states, Puerto Rico, fucking Guam, and all the motherfucking US. You can move anywhere in this country and live above your means.
You're talking about this small percentage of people that will actually cross the border to get a better lifestyle. They are the hardest working people. That's just like the African people that come over here to get a better lifestyle. The African people that come over here to get a better lifestyle, and their kids are excelling way more than the average American.
Exactly. So this is what I'm saying.
Exceptional to the average.
Because you have the opportunity. You have way better opportunity than them. You have way better opportunity. What I'm telling you is
you don't. You think you have way better opportunity than somebody that's coming from out of the country that gets extra grants and extra
hell yes, they don't get hell yes. Because guess what? If they're willing to move from Nigeria all the way to America to have a better life, but your ass can't leave New York and LA because you want to have a nightlife, because you want to go outside and party, because you want to be fucking lit, when you know that you can take your tech job and you can move to Texas or you can move to Mississippi, you want to shit on some way because it ain't fun. Because you can't go outside and see your niggas. You can't go outside and be with your girls. You can move 50 different states in this country and live a better life. If that's what you want, but you don't want a better life. You want to live like that's not wrong.
That is
wrong. How is that wrong? How is that
wrong? Because you're not paying attention to the fact that you're only talking about these exceptional people, and you're talking about the majority of people that are struggling. And it's not because they have a job. Because they're not getting. It's because we do not pay the workers how much we should be paying the workers as the inflation is rising. Okay, they cannot afford.
All right, wait. Okay, so there's different type of jobs. So there are people working at Chick-fil-A making $15 to $18 an hour. And they're 35, 45 years old working there doing that. Okay, so I would say some of these people, not all, are not picking good jobs. They're settling for less. They don't want to get a trade. They don't want to get a degree. They don't want to get no type of certificate. They rather work at these type of jobs. And guess what? That's fine because I get to go get my Chick-fil-A at the end of the day. Then you got some people who don't have that type of support to think to go and be above beyond, right? But that's where guidance comes in at. But what I think Sherelle is saying is that you have access to opportunity, and a lot of people are not using it. People got to come across the waters to come and get that. And yes, they do get grants. I believe fantasy, they get all of these other support. Yes. But we're living right here and can't use the support that we can get. Yeah. Like when I went to school, I played that shit. I didn't take the SAT. I said, well, I wasn't taking that shit. I went to a community college. I became a non-matriculated student, which means you do not clear a major. Okay. And I did one semester, got a 3.6, took that transcript, went to the college I wanted to go to, and got a scholarship. So I don't have to have a lot of debt. Yeah. They paid 88% of my college for my bachelor's. So there's ways around the system. You don't have to, be part of it. You just have to read, learn, and use your resources. Talk to people who are successful. So we are in the space of opportunity. We're just not using it. We're getting high, getting drunk, having babies.
But I think the topic has switched a little bit because
we went back to the topic.
No, because I think they agreed with Sherelle. I think her and Sherelle agreed about the point of planning and all that type of stuff, right? But it kind of got switched to this, right? And that's what. Let me go back a little bit because I think this is what happened.
They don't agree at all.
No, I think they did.
Exceptional to the average. The average person.
That's why I should have paused it earlier so I can kind of.
How the hell
What else do you think? They don't have their own homes. They're living from one house to one house to one house. They're living with these women. They don't have their own homes.
So if he's moved out, then there's nobody living there now, right?
They're having their own homes.
He's not living there.
But the point is to think that if I could just have all these kids and then bring all of this shit to the table and then think, oh, this man is supposed to rescue me, this man is supposed to save me. Man, only majority of Americans, fuck black people, majority of black men, because black people already have a hard plight as it is because of the history in this country. The majority of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. The majority of Americans who lose their job tomorrow will lose everything. So why are we the only ones?
So they agreed at this point, right? So if she's basically saying if all right, why do we want black men to do what other races are not doing? If it's not able, if we're not able, Fantasy Girl agreed. Like if no race is able to do this, why are we wanting black men to do it?
So the difference is Sherelle is saying that we can go and get this life. Fantasy is saying that they are not getting this life. They can't because look.
No, she said
she's saying majority of Americans are not qualified. They're not saying the same thing.
No, but this is to a different point. This is not for this point. She agreed with this point.
She agreed to that point, but she don't agree to the end part.
She was talking about what you said about something you said. They said the majority of Americans are not exceptional, intelligent. Y'all are speaking to the exceptional people, right? So I don't think you got to be exceptional, intelligent to make money.
You do.
No, you don't. Like
yes, you do.
If trades people are not exceptionally intelligent.
Yes, they are. To go to that school is not the hard. It's not the easiest thing.
I said trades. Like
trades is
I'm talking about niggas pouring cement. I'm talking about people. That's not. You don't have to be intelligent.
There's people who don't.
She said exceptional intelligent.
Yeah. So
a nigga pouring driveways is exceptional intelligence.
Nigga, you gotta have math to do it. You can't just pour it. Okay, I'm gonna.
Hey, Fantasy,
mix up.
You think a nigga that's pouring concrete is exceptional intelligent?
You have to go to school and get there. She's gonna type. I'm saying you have to go to school and learn how to properly measure your shit. You have to have a certain level of intelligence to do that.
But it's not exceptional intelligence. Exceptional intelligence is at a different level.
That's just the word she used, but I understand she's just talking about intelligent, period. That's all I'm hearing. There's people who work at the movie theater that cannot do that.
Exactly.
They're not intelligent.
But you can teach
not
that
all
nigga.
Movie theater people. I'm just saying people that they cannot get to that level to go to school.
Yeah, but Fantasy is a nigga pouring concrete exceptionally intelligent? Like that, I don't think that nigga's exceptionally intelligent. Like I learned that shit in like a day or two. Like I got.
We're not talking about you, my guy. Goddamn.
No, I'm talking about the nigga that's doing that job. Like, is that fucking nigga's intelligent? Like,
I say that he's intelligent because he had to go to school to learn the craft.
I ain't saying intelligent.
That's why I said forget the exceptional. That's just the word she chose.
You can train a monkey to do that shit. So that's what I'm saying. Like what? It's I don't think like.
Look, she said. Look what she said.
Let me see. Okay. All right, so you just talking about intelligence.
That's what I said. Forget the word.
All right, my bad. Hey, so it's a brain surgeon versus a concrete pourer. That's what I'm saying, yo. Like nigga, like come on now.
There's people who can't do neither. Like they not here. They have to sit here and fold clothes the rest of their life.
Y'all niggas trying to argue, man. Y'all niggas trying. Y'all.
Man.
Hey. But let's go.
That believe that black men have to go ahead and make all this money. We can have kids to bring all this shit to the table and then not do it. The majority of us, you know what we don't do? You know what we don't do? We don't live underneath our means.
And this is the point that they agree, right? So that's what the topic was, but it kind of it kind of changed to this. So
the people that come over here to get a better lifestyle and their kids.
So it transferred because she said one thing about people coming over here, right? And I think what a lot of people don't consider is the people that's able to come over here from Africa. A lot of those people are exceptional people. They're coming over here because they bring something to the table. A lot of times, America is not going to let you come into this country unless you can bring something to the table. Or I would say majority, you can bring something to the table. I said minority is just people. Hey, y'all. Refugees or come on in and type of shit, you know what I'm saying? But you're gonna have to bring something to the table, and a lot of families are split. Like I know a couple, his wife and his kid is in Africa and he's here, you know what I'm saying? But he brought something to the table. He was able to come and they trying to work that shit out. So hey, it's crazy. So Hey man, he said exactly. But yeah, all right, let's get it.
Kids are selling way more than the average American kid.
Exactly.
Because
So
they're
this is what I'm
comparing the
saying.
exceptional to the average. The
No,
average
because
person
you have the
average,
opportunity. You have way better opportunity than them. You have way better opportunity. What I'm telling you is
no.
And like you said earlier, like we get to see America firsthand, right? So we are able to see the different benefits of what we can do and what we can't do. So I think yes, fantasy has a point that they get grants, they get certain things that they're able to do, but it's not like being born in this country and getting that citizenship. Exactly, because we have a different mentality. Right, so we have a privileged mentality. Like a lot of us, even though some of us grew up in the hood and different things, like we had running water. We didn't have to like I was in Afghanistan, right? I seen. I'm gonna tell you one little story. Like I seen people a plane crash and motherfuckers was living in the plane that crashed because that was their shelter.
Yeah.
That was their fucking shelter out there. You know what I'm saying? So we have a different mentality when it comes out to life. Like right when we see homeless people, they have a shelter to go to. The fucking airplane was these people's shelter. You know what I'm saying? They don't have all those laws and different things that kind of help them out, this type of stuff. So we have our how we view the world, and they have how they view the world. So a lot of people that's coming over here, it's people that's come over here, they didn't never have shoes. And when they first came over here, you know what I mean, this is the first time they had shoes. I know people from the Caribbean, and they be like, yeah, man, I ain't have shoes growing up. Yeah. I joined the military, and the shit, now I was able to take care of myself and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it is, man.
No, you don't. You think you have way better opportunity than somebody that's coming from out of the country that gets extra grants and extra
hell yes, they don't get hell yes. Because guess what? If they're willing to move from Nigeria all the way to America to have a better life, but your ass can't leave New York and LA because you want to have a nightlife, because you want to go outside and party, because you want to be fucking lit, when you know that you can take your tech job and you can move to Texas or you can move to Mississippi, you want to shit on some way because it ain't fun. Because you can't go outside and see your niggas. You can't go outside and be with your girls. You can move 50 different states in this country and live a better life. If that's what you want.
Wrong,
but you don't want a better life. You want to live life. That's not
fantasy. You know she right. You know damn well living in Alabama is different than living in New York. You know damn well. Oh yeah, I'm in the military. Yep. I'm about to get out soon. Thug life. No.
Sherelle, that is wrong.
How is that
wrong? Because you're not paying attention to the fact that you're only talking about these exceptional people, and you're talking about the majority of people that are struggling. And it's not because they have a job. Because the majority they're not getting. It's because we do not pay the workers how much we should be paying the workers.
Okay, I get. So now that Fantasy is in the building and she explained what she meant by that. Now I understand she's just talking about people who are not capable to get a certain type of job. That's a whole different point. Like, I don't know. I think that's a small percentage though. I don't think 50% of people are not intelligent. There are lazy ass people here. Like, if you just think about it, not everybody's illiterate. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's some people that just don't want to do the work.
Yeah.
And they have the capacity, the brain function to do it.
Yeah. I think
they want that nightlife. I think. I don't think it's like a large percentage of people that can't read a book, you know, and get that high level job.
And some people just comfortable where they are, right? Like I said, I grew up in a bad neighborhood, right? I left 2 months out of high school. I graduated. I was out. I was trying to leave the next week, but the recruiter was like, "Yo, like stay 2 months," and then I left. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically the decision you make, and you gotta get out your comfort zone. A lot of people like to be around family. A lot of people like to do you know what I mean, live in the bullshit rather than saying, "Hey, I can go live a better life somewhere else." Right? They said North Dakota, goddamn unemployment line is non-existent because people don't really want to live there. You know what I'm saying? But if you really want a job, or if you can't have the means to take care of your responsibilities, why not move to the fucking North Dakota? But a lot of black people look at that shit like, fuck no. You know what I'm saying? But it's an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You probably can branch off there and move somewhere else later on in the future. But it's, hey man.
You saw what she did.
Oh no, what she said. Like, but that's not true. That most people is just not smart. God damn, you got no faith.
You got no hope in these niggas.
No faith.
She on a whole nother, her mindset all is different. It's different. I mean,
yeah, man. Over New York is
you gonna make me every time I go out, I'm gonna be looking around people like, yeah, you're not smart.
New York is stupid, yeah, man. New York got them stupid ass prices.
Shut up.
I hate them damn street sweeper niggas.
Inflation is rising. They cannot afford to take care of a family off of $60,000.
So why they have a
places.
I don't agree with that. Most places you can take care of family for $60K. In the South, all right, so in the South, you definitely can do it.
Hold on. Let me go to this chart. Hold on. Wait. There's a chart with the states, y'all. Or maybe I didn't do it.
God damn it.
Anyway. Oh, that's why I didn't do it. The chart was too big, but they had rates like for each state. Every state was different, but anyway, this is the American, Asian, whites, Hispanic, Black is always at the lowest one. So you see that?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have, this is the high school. So we got no high school diploma. Median income is $34,000. High school is $51,000. Some college is $68,000, and bachelor's degree is $118,000. But they're including doctors and lawyers into that chart. And then we got men versus women. So men are making $62,000 and women are making $52,000.
So we can make the shit work because if women are able to be single and shit, god damn, baby. if women are able to be damn single and shit like that and
understand
and live by themselves, they should be able to live with a man and stuff like that. And most places like in the Midwest, you can live off $60K. In the South, you can live off $60K. Other places like Cali, like we said, Los Angeles, the major cities, New York City, Miami and Atlanta and stuff like that, you can't. But in most other places and around the world, you can. But a lot of our Black people, whatever, we like to live in the major cities and stuff like that, and we don't like to move away from it. You know what I mean? So like in DC is another one. So if we move all away from these areas, we can be able to live off the income, especially if you budget.
For example, it was a person we met in North Carolina, Jacksonville, North Carolina. I ain't never heard that place before.
Yeah.
But it was a lady that
we live there too, goddamn.
Yeah, but that was low income. They wasn't paying nothing, but the rent and the mortgage was always cheap there. But it was a lady making like $3,600 a month, and she didn't work. She was just getting that from the military.
Yeah.
And she didn't work. She just lived off that.
Mm-hmm.
And she had like 3 boys. She was a single mom and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, I think some of us are just living above our means. Like you got to be able to live within your tax bracket. Like pay and do certain things based off of that and stop trying to just, I want to go to fucking Africa. You know how expensive it is to go to Africa? Mm-hmm. I don't think you should go right now. You got to wait a little bit. You could invest all of that $5,000 and then some to go invest and monopolize your money and just make sure that you are able to do that later in life.
And Fantasy Girl, you know about that 100% VA disability. She had 100% disability and she wasn't working. She raising 3 kids. So it's doable. You know what I mean? You just got to live in a smaller city that's not expensive. People don't know when you hear Jacksonville, you think about Florida. You never heard about Jacksonville, North Carolina. But when we lived out there, we met people, you know what I'm saying, that was doing that. But they just weren't doing this. What Just Ruth said, people are struggling due to overspending, living lavish, and not budgeting. You know what I mean? That's what Sherelle was saying. I'd be damned if I had a woman harass me to buy her some dumb bag made of slave labor. Sheesh. God damn. Yeah, man. Facts. It depends on the cost of living. Every place is different. Yeah, man. It's he said New York is just a vacation, not for living. Ain't got time for impress people. We don't know. Facts. Yeah, man. Like most people never heard about that Jacksonville, North Carolina, but yeah, we lived there for 3 years. And a lot of people, you know what I mean? We was like, yo, like it was.
No.
Everybody had their land. And
I was ready to go.
It was a good little family time.
But it was cute.
Yeah.
But it was like they didn't make enough. Everything was just too low.
Yeah. But most of us live in a big city, so we don't know that. I'm from Birmingham, right? So I understand. Like I can buy houses for like $10,000 where I'm from. You know what I mean? Type shit. Like a lot of the places are very cheap. You know, and this is auction $10,000, right? So, but a lot of the places are very cheap, and you can live there, but it's not going to be nice. So,
Yeah.
But all right, let's get it.
You're saying, why are they having kids? They had kids before they were old enough to realize that they were not going to be able to take care of them. Before they realized that the inflation was going to go up.
No, say it's in a shack. No, it's an actual house. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, or a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. I got a couple different ones like that, and it looked like a regular house. You know,
it is a regular house.
Yeah, like people like, damn, you got it for this much? Like, you know, they be like, how the fuck y'all spending this amount of money? But that's how it is, man. Okay, from Selma. Okay. All right, now that's my blood brother right there now. All right, man. Yeah.
And up and up and up and up. Nobody thought that in 2010 that inflation was going to be this high. Nobody. So I'm just saying, you're saying, oh, why didn't they have foresight? They were childish. They were children. They were in their early 20s.
And that's the thing. That's still their decision. It's still the decisions that people are making. You need to be looking at the economy. You need to be reading articles. You need to be understanding. Okay, if you was in the SP 500, baby, that shit beat inflation every year. Why wasn't you investing? Why aren't you saving for a rainy day? But this is the thing. They're not.
Most people do not have extra. You just said most people live paycheck to paycheck. So how can you live paycheck to paycheck and then have extra money to invest?
Because they single. Because they. Hey, what's up, Snows? Hey, the link gonna come. Just keep dropping $2 every screen.
Thank you for the super chat. But
what's up, Snows? Appreciate that.
You had said something before you said
that. I said people are not having money to invest because they're not together.
They're not. So if you're single, it'll be hard for you to sit here and invest into money.
Yeah.
It will be hard. But if you have to be in a relationship, be married, and with the 2 incomes, then his paycheck pay the bills. You live in that space to pay that for the man to pay the bills. Your check could go into invest. That's how it should work. But if you're single, it's gonna be hard.
And that's what we do
unless you move back to your parents or somebody that can support you halfway. Then that's the only way you're gonna be able to do it. So.
Yeah, man, and that's what we do in our house, right? So my check covers all the bills, and then her check covers all the rest of the shit. So we right now, investments. Yeah, we invest in or we are renovating our house that we're living in now, and shit like so. Now, you know what I mean, or we paying off debts and stuff like that, like some business decisions and stuff. Some that was successful, some that wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So we got to recoup some of that shit. You know what I mean? So, but we're able to do it because now, boom. She has the job. When she was pregnant, you know what I mean? She wasn't working. She was just going to school. She was doing that type of shit. We was budgeting. We was making sure she was able to focus and pass that school because if she had passed the school, the shit wouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So you got to just
put get the job I got now.
Yeah, exactly. You just got to put yourself in a great situation. So I think that's where Sherelle is saying, but Fantasy Girl is saying like, hey, people already made these bad mistakes. So now we already in a fucked up situations. But I would say for that 60% of women, hey, a lot of them, you're just gonna have to come in the situation humble. And that 40% of women, we're gonna have to focus on them so they don't become the 60% of women. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that's where I think that's the moral of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, I think both made some points, but I think the larger conversation is that we need to reach down to the people that did do it right, you know what I mean, are straight, and to make sure they stay away from that situation. So, but, yeah, man.
You don't. This is the thing. You know why? Because this is you're living paycheck to paycheck, but you're smoking weed. You're drinking. You're still partying. You still got bags. You're still shopping. You're still on this motherfucker super chat. Because that's what people are doing. People are still doing what they want to do with their money. They're living paycheck to paycheck because they're fucking reckless. Nobody thinks about saving. Nobody thinks about putting their money up. Nobody says that I can't live in the fucking mid-rise. I can't live in a high-rise apartment. I may need to go live somewhere where it's cheaper. I may need to go move somewhere where it's cheaper for a couple of years and be uncomfortable so that I can make the money. And I need to save. Most people don't even fucking save a dime, but they still smoking weed. They still living a life that they want.
You're wrong. I don't think most people.
Yeah, I think she's right, Fantasy, on this point. But
she said,
if they was,
they can't save a dime because she's saying they can't save a dime though because they have to use that money to pay their bills. They don't got no money.
But I think y'all talking about two different points. So Fantasy, you talking about a single person, and she's talking about a person that's in a relationship. right? So now they're able to invest because they're together. But if you stay single, yeah, of course you're not gonna have that money to invest. You're gonna be screwed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, reckless living. Yeah, man. He said, all right, what's up, Black Gold? What's going on, bro? He says, appreciate for being here. He said, if you got a degree, you a boss, babe. Pay these. You a boss, babe. You a boss, babe. Your ass gonna pay all the damn bills. So I think, what's up, Snows? Appreciate it. I thought you was a troll. You might be a real person. It says, will it come faster now so people can make their grand entrance? Yeah, they probably want fantasy to come up here. Yeah, he said most people ain't got no money in their bank account. Yeah, man, because we live in this single life. And I think a lot of us, man, we have to, you know, I bet Fantasy Girl got a lot of money in her damn bank account. She married, you know what I'm saying? So she talking this shit right now, but her ass married, you know what I'm saying? She good. I know she got a lot of fucking money in her bank account. But so a lot of people, if a lot of people took that approach, shit, that'd be good. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna fucking take a loan from Fantasy Girl. She keep pushing.
No, it's no way in the
I don't
that
believe
you
most people
cannot save a dime.
are able to save, and they're just not. I don't believe that at all. I already looked at the statistics on this, and most people are living paycheck to paycheck, just trying to pay their rent, their electricity, and their children's daycare.
That's it.
Yeah, man. But so, and I think the point of this, man, is that she said, yeah, of course. and but that's what I'm saying. But that's what we got to do. We got to focus more on getting people together. Because I think if we get more people together, they can better appreciate the other person, right? I bet Fantasy Island Girl appreciate her husband and the man and the things that he's able to provide and help her out with, and she doesn't have to be alone. You know what I mean? So I think if we focus more on that and showing the good side of marriage, because a lot of people, they only think about bad, you know, oh, it's all bad, it's all doom and gloom type of shit, rather than us working together on a common goal and fixing this shit out. Because a lot of us didn't have the answers. A lot of us wasn't trained to be here. Right now that we here, all right, let's go back to the other people and say, hey, all right, I get what you're saying. You're in a fucked up situation, right? But this is how you can make that shit better. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I got out of my first marriage, I wasn't looking at all women as that wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though my first wife did her do and did what the fuck she did. You know what I mean? But I was just like, hey, let me take accountability on me picking the woman that I chose, and then let me go find a better woman that can replace this shitty situation that I'm in, and then I can help elevate her, and then she can help elevate me, and we can work together as a team and be something, goddamn, because that's all what it's all about. You know what I mean? Now she got retirement situation set up, you know what I'm saying? We got plans and all that type of stuff. So if I'm gone, you know what I mean, she gonna be straight. And this is what we got to do. Because honestly, man, a lot of this retirement shit is going to be out the window. If y'all are investors, start investing in group homes, because we definitely going to start doing this shit, because a lot of people are not going to make it by themselves once they get older. And I'm not saying this to go just get anybody. I'm not telling y'all to just go get anybody. But no, hey, take this serious when you're younger. So when you in a situation where you say it's no good men or it's no good women, you put yourself in a situation to be able to accept those good people that's around you, compared to just thinking that everybody ain't shit. You know what I mean? Because it's harder.
There's some people that ain't.
Yeah, and there's some people. Yeah, some people that ain't shit, right? But at least you should know, because you got firsthand experience of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm working with snakes and stuff like that, I'm working with different animals, I'm gonna know the tendencies of what they do when they're about to attack. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna be watching for signs. So you should watch for signs and put yourself in a better situation so you could get married and you could have that prosperous life. If you understand that, hey, I'm better off in a situation where I need a man like this and blah blah blah. Understand that guy's not gonna be perfect. Understand that woman's not gonna be perfect, right? But you got to put yourself in a situation to win and be successful. If not, you're gonna just screw yourself over, and then now you're gonna be blaming the world rather than you know what I mean, you putting yourself in the position to get that what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Fantasy Girl is married. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know what I mean, like, so she's not failing right now. You know what I mean? She's in a great situation. She loves the situation she's in. So now we have to push for more people to be in a situation like that, so we can all be successful. So yeah, James. Yeah, man. So appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, she said she didn't think the majority of people are stupid. Oh, she said, do you think what the majority of people are? Man, honestly, I think majority of people are can
the answer is no.
She said, "Say you are an introspective person. Do you think that what majority of people are?" Um, I think I would say no, and the reason why is because a lot of us are not trained, right? And a lot of us are just living day to day, and what they're doing is um I had a different set of training because I had a father in my life, I had a stepdad in my life, right? So a lot of people don't know how to be a man. They never seen that. I had great uncles. Like I got millionaire uncles and shit like that. Like I seen them build business from the ground. I seen different things, and I was raised in the hood. So I seen the luxury lifestyle, and I seen the hood. So I knew that there was other opportunities out there. So that's why I knew, all right, let me just go to the military because I don't want to pay for college. I don't know exactly what I want to do, but I know I'm going to be something in my life, right? But I had a stepfather that instilled that in me. You know what I mean? I had a father that instilled that in me, and two, right? But I think a lot of people, since they're not getting the training, because a lot of people, what's going on is a lot of mothers don't want to put their pride aside of saying, hey, you can train your child better than me, right? Because even in my situation, even me raising a man, my ex-wife is still fighting to try to get custody when she knows she's not in a better situation than me, because it's a bad look for the man to have full custody of the kid. You know what I'm saying? But so we have to get out of this ego trip of, hey, you can do I'm the mother, so I gotta have the child. No, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's what's going on. I let him go anytime she wants to get him the summer or anytime like that, so he can spend time. But and honestly, in order for him to be that man, I'm gonna have to have that and I'm gonna have to have that important role in the life. And then now that man is gonna be able to teach that. So my son now, when he sees the world differently than a guy that another son that doesn't have his father in his life.
But that's the thing. So if the reason is some of the people didn't have like the upbringing,
yeah,
those people that didn't have the training, are they able to overcome the issue? That's because that's what we're talking about.
They will if they have the proper training. So that's when you got to get them around men that think that way, because most men before these generations where all these different movements came, they were like me. They was better than me, I would say. You know what I mean? But a lot what happened was when we took these men out of the household, we don't understand the damage that was done to the men and the ladies. Now men don't look at women with the same reverence that they used to do, because now they're looking at them as, oh, you just a piece of meat. But men didn't look at women as just like a piece of meat back in the day. But now y'all are a piece of meat to a lot of men today, because what y'all offer and what the men are not getting taught. You know what I'm saying? So
can it be reversed?
Yeah. Just like you like a nigga that didn't know nothing about medical became a brain surgeon.
Majority.
You can get taught this. Like so, so
you can get taught this. So the thing is, I think that anybody should be able to change.
Yeah.
But you have to want and be able to change when you are getting the knowledge, because you can tell. You know how you tell somebody something and then years later you're like, yeah, I already told you this.
Yeah.
You didn't listen. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. It's kind of like, I think it's all mindset. Yeah, you have lived in a fucked up situation, but if your mindset is fucked up, then your whole life is gonna be like that. Yeah. So I think what we need to work on is the psychological part of a person's mental, like just thinking about their thought process. Even though they've had trauma, how can we get past these things so you could properly and logically think? So when someone is teaching you, you are retaining the information.
Yeah. Just like with my kids, right? I teach them how to think. I don't teach them just to believe everything I say. I say, hey, go and research this and check it out, right? I taught my wife when we first got together, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if you don't know something, don't just go ask somebody. Research it and see what you find. And then you can ask somebody and see what they know, right? Because now at least you can base it off something. So you got to train people how to think. You got to, in today's time, because a lot of people just go with the program, right? Now, you can just believe anything you want. You can do anything you want. You can be any gender you want. You can be any damn thing in today's time. You know what I'm saying? So now we have a totally different mindset than the past, because a lot of us ain't research stuff. Y'all know that the organs are different in a woman's body. Like they have different size organs in a woman's body than a man's body. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different things that we don't really know the full we don't fully comprehend because we're not going out after that knowledge. We want something quick, fast, in a hurry. So if most people will get around people that's like that or think outside of the box, now more other people will think outside the box rather than just going with what everybody's saying. But I think that's the problem.
You got to start from that mind. That mind would destroy everything, and that's anybody.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like before we even start teaching people, not here on the public platform, but people that we know, we got to see what their brain is thinking, like, because you could tell them, you could give them the game, but they're not going to use it because they can't. So we got to get to that part and dig down deep into it. So let's say a year later, you tell them those things and they will do it just like that.
Yeah.
People are not doing it because their mind is not capable to process it.
Yeah. And Fancy, you know, us being in the military and shit like that, I don't know what your job is, but they train us to kill. You know what I'm saying? They train us to push, to be with the team. You know what I'm saying? So if you can take a 18-year-old like myself that grew up in the hood, that have all these different experiences, put discipline and stuff like that inside me to be able to go out there and run into a battlefield or do whatever. You know what I mean? You can train somebody or train a child to think differently in how he see the world. And then now, instead of him thinking like all these other people, boom, now they thinking like, okay, this don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? This sounds stupid. Like why would I do this when I'm supposed to do this? You know what I'm saying? So and this is why these conversations are important, because this is what a lot of kids are not getting, because either they got a Pookie Ray type nigga that they had a baby with, or it's an ego situation where the man can't impart that knowledge because something attracted you to that man. Right? If you was a good woman, that means you was a woman that picked a decent type of man, at least somewhat decent. So then that means he has some type of intelligence, because if you're a decent woman, you're going to look for a man's intelligence. So now it's important for, even if you're not with that person, for him to put that intelligence in that child, because now at least he's going to be a sample of him. He might not take the bad characteristics, and you can tell him like, hey, he was fucked up right here. He was fucked up right here. Just like me, I know the weaknesses of my dad and I know the weaknesses of my stepdad, and they told me. You know what I'm saying? Men are not afraid of telling you, hey, I fucked up right here. Hey, I should have did this better. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what it comes to being a man. You got to know when you're wrong and know when you say, hey, all right, yeah, I fucked up in this situation. I could have did this better. You know what I'm saying? Like my stepdad would have died for us type of deal. You know what I mean? But he made his mistakes too as well. You know what I mean? But he was a great man. You know what I mean? And nobody want to put it past him and stuff like that. So I think that's what we have to do. And then now we'll have better men. So now a lot of ladies can stop complaining about, hey, it's not all these good men. And then now the women are going to say, all right, I've been dealing with all these fucked up dudes. Now you can't treat that same guy that you used to date like somebody like myself, like, because I'm not going to be dealing with a lot of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I remember when we first got together, me and my wife first got together, like some of the tendencies and stuff like that. Like I'd rather just walk away from the situation rather than trying to argue and trying to do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that emotionally intelligent guy, he's gonna be like, all right, now, like I ain't got time for the bullshit like that, because I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to get some things established. You know what I mean? So, but my bad. I've been talking for long as hell. My bad. Yeah, man. He said, I said my husband was military intelligence too. Okay. That's what's up. Yeah. I said I'm military intelligence.
Oh, so you smart. That's why she's saying that. She's like,
intel.
She said people dumb. That's because she
Hey, she know what's going on. I'm medical, so I'm medical in the military. So I'm a corpsman. I'm a Navy corpsman. So we go with Marines to the battlefield. We there medical and stuff like that. So
But yeah, so we're about to get up out of here. We have a stream on Monday, which after this live ends, you will be able to see the next live, which will be on Monday. I put 7:30.
Yeah.
So at 7:30,
why you looking at me like that?
Because we don't never go at 7:30. What? Oh, what?
Well, James got practice that day.
Okay, so he'll be here halfway with it. But no, we'll see. But yeah, we're going live coming up. We're gonna go live more and everything. So definitely stay tuned to that. It was cool to react to She's So Lucky channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to her. Subscribe to Fantasy Island Girl and subscribe to Sherelle. I have their links in the chat. So make sure you do that, and we'll be doing this again.
You're a troll, man.
We'll be doing this again, all right? So thanks for stopping by, everyone, especially Sherelle and Fantasy, since we were talking about y'all.
Yeah, man. No, I think it was
I'm
a great
glad you guys
conversation.
came in.
I think if y'all re-had that conversation, I think it wouldn't be so heated. But I think the heated part made it great to watch too as well. I ain't gonna lie. But I think y'all was kind of talking different points, but y'all both had some points. You know what I'm saying? So it's
we had to break down the points.
Yeah. So because if you listen to it like wholeheartedly and not like be biased and stuff like that, like both parties made some great points or whatever. But yeah, man, appreciate the fast for clarifying some things, because some of the shit I ain't know what the hell you was talking about. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, and thanks to Sherelle for being here too, man. So you know what I mean, I'm glad y'all had that conversation. So man, y'all keep up the great work. And congratulations on your marriage and stuff like that. So y'all make sure y'all stay together. We need stronger families and shit. So
yes, all right, you guys have the rest of the week. I mean, I can't even talk. The best, everything from now until Sunday. Make sure you guys reset, recharge before Monday comes, because them days be coming. They be coming quick.
Yeah.
But make sure you do what you got to do. Set your goals and just start working at it. All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. Peace.
It compliments my fly, and when it goes down, I know she gon' ride. I finally got somebody I can call mine.
Music licensing reimagined.
I got a girl that compliments my fly, and when it goes down, I know she gon' ride. I finally got somebody I can call mine. My one time for the one time.